students, fans, and family came out to see their Hampton Pirates, and even the Hampton Pirates.
The Pirate lacrosse team made history this past Saturday, and it all started in this locker room. With only car lights lighting the scene, these students are anything but in the dark. There's more to student athletes than what we see on the court or field. This is Jeremy Triplett. He is a senior marketing major from Chicago, Illinois. Jeremy is one of the captains of Hampton University's D1 lacrosse team, but did not come to Hampton for lacrosse.
I love the small class sizes because I always went to private schools and not really public schools, and then I didn't want to go to a larger school and just be a serial number where my teacher, me and my teachers didn't have relationships where I could come to them and talk, and I just didn't want to be just a number to them, just somebody an unknown face. My freshman year when the club got started, my friend Mike, he's from Baltimore. He played a little club lacrosse. He threw the interest poster for the team on my bed and then the lacrosse stick, and said, "You just come out and join the team." And mind you, I'm from Chicago, so I'd never even heard of lacrosse, never seen it played, had no idea what it was.
As for Jeremy's parents, they didn't know what lacrosse was either.
What is that?
Straight up like that.
Yeah, just what? Yeah, they didn't know what it was. To this day, when they come to my games, they're still asking me, why are y'all running off the field? What's this? What's clear mean? Why do they keep yelling ground ball?
Jeremy caught on quick and hasn't looked back since.
I'm a captain on the team, so I'm a leader. So at times, I am the funny guy. I could just joke around with the guys, but other times, I'm the one that has to keep everybody on track and keep them focused and engaged in what coach wants us to do. This is the only game that you can make yourself better by the amount of work you put in.
Bakari Clemmons, WHOV Sports. From cartoons to cars, Drive for Diversity has allowed this young driver to turn his dreams into a reality.
So there was this show that I watched, and I got hooked to it, and then I started watching real NASCAR racing, and it just kind of took off from there. And it was about when I was 10 years old, and then when I turned 12, I talked my parents into getting me a race car. It was like a little go-kart, quarter midget, and then we just went out to our local track, went racing, and it just kind of spun out of control from there.
Devin Amos started his racing career in his hometown of Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
There's no NASCAR out there. NASCAR's relatively expensive for most people, you know? The cars that I raced, I was able to buy my own race car and maintain it and race it working at Home Depot.
Rev Racing and Drive for Diversity gives drivers just like Devin an opportunity to develop and compete every year.
One of the biggest barriers to entry is the perception people have of NASCAR. They're every career opportunity available in NASCAR, whether it's IBM or the NBA. So we saw an opportunity to reach out to people of color, women, to educate them on whether they wanted to be involved in the athletic side or the business side.
The NASCAR diversity program is doing great with pushing diversity through to NASCAR, and you see the success of Kyle Larson and Daniel Suarez and Bubba Wallace.
That change comes through drivers just like Devin, but it can't stop there.
I think it's huge to have diversity in NASCAR because the sport's changing, and it has to keep changing to keep up with what's going on in the world.
For Voice of America, I'm Bakari Clemmons. What do you get when you become the first HBCU to field a Division I lacrosse team? You get endless fan support, a lot of publicity. Oh, and of course, ESPN comes to your school. Hampton University's D1 lacrosse team took on the Division II Roberts Wesleyan College for their inaugural game. The Pirate lacrosse team made history this past Saturday, and it all started in this locker room. The Pirates fought hard but fell to Roberts Wesleyan College with a final score of 20-3. Head coach Lloyd Carter did not seem worried about the loss.
We played a good game. I think we was really nervous because of the magnitude of the event. I think we were kind of overwhelmed. And once we got past that point, we started playing some decent lacrosse.
The Pirates are taking this as a learning experience.
This is our first year in D1, so seeing how we match up against an established program who's been here for a while, it's always good to see how we match up. We know what we have to do now as opposed to getting the offense more touches, more reps, and working the ball around. But overall, being the first HBCU like D1 lacrosse team is a big step, win, lose, or draw, so I'm proud to say that we accomplished this and we're looking ready to get better.
With this day already being very historic, players from the 1975 Morgan State 10 Bears team came out to show their support.
I'm excited for these fellas. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Coach Carter, and I come down to give them moral support If we would have known that we were paving the way, we may not have been up to the challenge, but it all worked out in the end.
Bakari Clemmons, WHOV News.
Let's go! All the way!